It's week 15 of the 2025 season, and we've got C.J. Stroud. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Bills and the Dolphins, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 20.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Mevis, out to get us started. And off we go from Buffalo. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
Coming off a loss last time out, I think the #1 goal today, Mike, is he needs to make a bigger impact on the outcome of today's game. Last week, he was not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it was really just a modest performance. He was okay. Well, okay at the quarterback position is not a winning formula week in and week out in the NFL. They need him to be a difference maker. They need him to be a dynamic playmaker. He's capable of all those things, and if we can get that.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Not the sharpest of starts on offense here, an early 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. The early rhythm he was able to establish, he rode that to the final whistle. He had an answer for everything the defense threw at him, and if he continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate, this is going to be a hard group to beat.
2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Passing right side, and Chase has it. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll run with Gibbs. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Once again, it's Gibbs. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Motion man is the tight end going right. From the gun, here's Stroud. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
What really stood out about that last play is the job the quarterback did keeping his eyes downfield despite the pocket collapsing around him. He was able to shake off that first guy, but by the time he did, allowed the rest of that rush to get home, and they were able to clean things up.
And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15. The Dolphins offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line. So a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Opening carry of the game for the speedster, Devon A-Chain. He's going to have a first down on that gain up to the 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Tua. The tight end, Jonnu Smith, secures it. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Tua, going to give it to Achane. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Achane. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. On the carry, here's Achane. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. Here's 2. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. This throw taken in by Amon-Ra. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Kendall Fuller up to make the stop. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
To throw is Stroud. And that is incomplete. Jalen Ramsey, he is tough to throw on. There to bat that one away.
He was defended by Jalen Ramsey. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
The Dolphins offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Here's a 2nd and 12. Now it's Tua. That's taken in by Achane. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. He'll try and run it here. It's Achane. And the drive will stay alive. He's got the 1st down up to the 44. First and 10. Throwing is Tua. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now Tua. To the outside, he's got Waddle. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Back to throw is Tua. A ball deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. The extra point is good. And the Dolphins are out to a 10-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Very good kickoff, returnable from the 4. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Bills offense, Jahmyr Gibbs, set to get back on the field. And he is the NFL leading rusher here in the month of December. A strong finish in the final stretch could earn him the crown. And he'll manage to get to the 33. Alex Singleton, they're on the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. Back to throw, Stroud. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Stroud going to set up to throw. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. He's got it. And he will go all the way. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Buffalo. Nevis good on the extra point. And the Bills are on the board. It's 10-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Now, Tua and the Miami offense head out for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. Sending it deep for Waddle. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to be in just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Tua. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa. And this ball incomplete on third down. Here's Jake Bailey now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This fielded inside the 35. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The Bills offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And they love to find different ways to get him the football. Look there. He comes into this week second in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Putting the tight end in motion. A 2nd down throw for Stroud. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
He'll try and get there on the ground.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. This will begin at their own 13-yard line, so work to do starting with this 1st and 10. Over the middle, it's taken in by Waddle. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. 2nd and a yard. Off play action, it's Tua. And this will be knocked down. It's incomplete, but there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. A run up the middle with Achane. And he'll have a Dolphins 1st down as he'll take this forward to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 10. And the Dolphins 1st down.
Tua gonna throw. That's taken in left side by Smith. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
First down, Dolphins.
Man in motion here is Washington. Play action. Tagovailoa. Look wide. Get this one complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll motion the tight end Smith. To throw is Tua. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. From the pistol, here's Achane. He'll get this across midfield to about the 49. Aiden Hutchinson, the former 1st rounder, in on the tackle. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That is caught left side by Waddle. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. He'll look to throw. Taking off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
In motion, it's Waddle. On the handoff, this is HN. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down. Here's a give to HN.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
And he will have a Dolphins first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches. Man in motion here is Washington. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. So they come to the line for first down and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. This one complete to Washington. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Here's Tua. He's got the hook up there to Waddle. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down. Tua to throw again. And he's in. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Miami. So that's his 2nd touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. No problem there on the extra point. And the Dolphins will get out in front 17-7. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bills offense and C.J. Stroud ready to get to work once more. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his season total. You get a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes to this point this season. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. The clock is stopped with 26 seconds until the break. It is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now, Stroud. He'll go right back to Jefferson. They connect again. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The Bills will send out the field goal unit. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Bills, and hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the third quarter. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bills offense and Jamar Chase getting set for their next possession. And he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the third quarter. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. On the ground, this is Gibbs. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is 3rd down. Here's Stroud. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. The Bills bringing on their punting unit as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A play fake. Now 2 to throw. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
3rd and 9. Throwing is Tua. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. This returnable from inside his own 40. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Here's a give to Gibbs on the zone read. And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen. 3rd and a yard. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Buffalo.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the 3rd quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball. This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
That's caught left side by Bowers.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. The Bills will send out the field goal unit. This one from 43 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bills are able to cut it to 4, 17-13. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. And they'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Fake the handoff. Now to it. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had...
Oh, he coughs up the football. But he'll gather it back in.
And, man, does he dodge a bullet right there, Mike, on that sack. He's fortunate. That ball bounced right back to him. He's able to recover it and keep possession for his team.
On 3rd down, they'll go with A-Chan.
This is a spot you just love to be in as a defensive player. I mean, you've got him backed up so far, you're not really fearing any play call, let alone a run. Sit a couple guys back, keep the ball from being thrown over your head. Everybody else track the ball, comes up well short.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. And after the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the 1st down.
That's good for the Bills. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
To throw is Stroud. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
22-yard line.
Now Gibbs. And he'll take this down right to the edge of the red zone at 21. That's Bradley Chubb. They're on the stop. 3rd down, 3 to go.
3rd and 3.
They'll go play action with Stroud. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Barring some type of disaster with that big pass pickup, it puts them in position now where they feel like they can at least walk away with points off this drive. I just feel like it has to be 6. I feel like anything less than that will be a letdown.
Ball is at the 8 for 2nd and goal. One more time, they try Gibbs. And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short, put him down at the 1. The ball inches from the goal line. 3rd and goal. They'll let the fullback try to push the pile. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Bills. Mevis, good on the extra point. And the Bills go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. I might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up. Off play action. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. punt team headed out for the Dolphins. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. Now the return, and he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. Stroud to throw here on 1st down. This throw taken in by Amon-Ra. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. They'll send a tight end in motion. On 2nd down, it's Gibbs. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. Stroud. He gets that one complete to his tight end Bowers.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Once again, it's Gibbs. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
Second down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Stroud. That one into the hands of Jefferson. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Bills 1st down.
And you think back to the 1st half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the 2nd half to slow him down, but so far that has proven to not be the case.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing is Stroud. The middle of the field, that's taken in by Chase. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. It's a toss play left to Gibbs. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Buffalo. Mevis good on the extra point. And the Bills will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive. Hill brought in motion. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Play action. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw is Tua. Now a screen set up for Achane. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. Punt team out, ready to send this one away, as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fair catch made here, and the drive will start at the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Here's Spiller. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
They get 16 on that connection. 1st down, Buffalo.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
And what's that one thing you hear from coaches all the time, Mike, right? Finish strong, and he's doing just that. His numbers here in this one, they have been terrific. But he's going to give you a full 4 quarters, and I think at this point in the game, he knows there's even more yards to be had.
On the ground, it's Spiller. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
To throw, it's Stroud. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. That is Zach Sealer getting in there to bring him down.
4th down.
And this is going to set up a long field ahead. Backed up as it is touchdown inside the 10. The Dolphins offense ready to get back at it. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, here's Tua. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Hill brought in motion. Throwing on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. He's got his man. It's Hill. 1st and 10. To the air again, Tagovailoa. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really trained.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Hill brought in motion. 3rd and long. Here's Tua. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Defense has to play smart, avoid a penalty on 4th and long. They snap it to Tua. Going for it all. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Here's Gibbs. Powering forward. He's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Bills. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to take over once more. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Over the middle, it's taken in by Waddle. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Tua. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. That's taken in by Achane. And this one's going to be a loss of yardage. He's marked out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Just nowhere to go once he catches this ball. You see, he's doing everything in his power to make guys miss and break tackles. I think he ended up doing a little bit too much because he ends up going backwards.
That one caught by Smith. Now Miami going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Tua to throw again. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. A shotgun snap to Tua. That one intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And the Bills are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Here's Gibbs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. The Bills going to use the 1st of their timeouts. And they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. On 3rd down, they go with Gibbs.
Jahmyr Gibbs, the ball carrier. Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Oh, wait. Hold everything. A timeout has been called. That's seemingly pretty silly with 1 second left in the game. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. A tight end in motion now. They'll try it now with Gibbs. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter.